I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Village Board of Trustees for February 13th, 2018. Can you please join us for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Village Clerk, would you please call the roll?
President DeSimone.
Here.
Trustee Carmona. Here. Trustee Franz.
Here.
Trustee Jaworska.
Here.
Trustee Lomax.
Here.
Trustee Penicola.
Here.
Trustee Perez.
Here.
6, we have a quorum.
We will move the public comment. Does anyone wish to address the board? If so, please approach the podium and state your name.
Yes, we have 2.
The first one will be John T. Cleary.
Yes,
Hi,
sir.
John.
Good evening. My name is John T. Cleary. I'm an attorney for Atanas Avakimov. He's the owner of Five Stars Truck Trailer Sales, Inc. Apparently, he got tied up because he was supposed to meet me here, but I'll be brief because I know you got a heavy agenda tonight. But I'm here because I just drove down Podland Avenue, and I think I might have broken an axle over there. It's an unpaved road, as many of you know. There are huge holes on that road. I'm asking you tonight just to consider paving Podland as soon as possible. I know at one time, years ago, there was funding that was supposed to was allocated to pave Podland, but I think that there were other roads in the village that needed an immediate fix, and so the funds were allocated over there, and now Podland sits there with these huge holes, and they've got some thriving, they've got some thriving businesses over there, including my client's business over there with the trucks and trailers. It's a beautiful building he has there, and then customers drive down this street, and I'm not exaggerating, but there's one hole over there now that's about half of the street, the width of the street. So I'm just here tonight. My client asked me to come and just ask the board if they would consider the mechanism for funding Podland. And also, I know tonight that you have a couple resolutions on your agenda for a new development coming into the village that will make use of Podland. So I would just ask the board to please consider that, and I certainly thank you for your time tonight. And,
Thank you.
thank you.
Mayor, I can respond real quick.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. I think everyone on this board agrees that Podland needs to be paved. I was shocked when I found out there was unpaved roads left in Cook County. We're the proud owner of one of them. So with tonight's resolution, as you know, the funding's always been difficult. So we were planning on setting up an SSA to help pay for that. As part of these resolutions tonight, the largest landowner, which will be Dayton Street Partners at the end of Podland, they're agreeing to not object to the SSA, which makes the math a lot easier. So there's a few other holdouts we need over there. We'd appreciate your client's time and knocking on doors for us because he's probably got some rapport with them. But we definitely agree we want to get the road done.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Pete Gallagher.
Yeah, hi, my name is Pete Gallagher. I'm the president of the Bensonville Chamber of Commerce. Just two quick things. One, I'd like to thank the village president and the board and the administration for what you're doing here for Aranzo tonight. It's really close to my heart and a lot of people's heart, and I know it is biggest loss to you as to everyone else. So I really like to compliment you on the way you've handled your everything concerning Aranzo since the day we found out he got sick. And on another note, chamber-wise, you're getting a lot of kudos for the job you did. Probably Joe should get most of it. On the handling of the snow, you guys did a great job. Usually there's people with pitchforks and flames coming at the village because they can't get out of their driveways or there's problems and everything. This one looked pretty smooth, and people I spoke to in the industrial park last couple of days, they were all happy. So just want to let you guys know that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. No more? This will conclude our public comment. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the January 23rd, 2018 board meeting?
Do you have a motion?
Do I have a second? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. The motion carries and the minutes are approved. The next item up for business is to approve the warrant in the amount of $3,546,770.22. Is there a motion to approve the warrant?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion on the warrant? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
yes,
Trustee Jaworska?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
The motion carries and the warrant is approved. There are no items on the consent agenda today. There is a resolution approving the revised employee handbook for the Village of Bensonville. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
yes,
Trustee Jaworska?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
The motion carries and the resolution is approved. Underneath the Community and Economic Development Committee, there's a resolution supporting the granting of a Cook County Class 6B real estate tax incentive for certain property commonly known as 1055 Sesame Street, 491 and 495 Podland. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, so this is two parts that we'll be discussing. This is the resolution. We'll also be going to the plat of consolidation. I'll let Scott Viger jump in and give a little rundown of what we're doing, why we're doing it, and what we hope to achieve in doing so.
Thank you, Evan. Mr. Mayor, members of the board, if you'll indulge me, perhaps I'll go back and forth between the two items, one with the building and the site plan, and one with the Cook County Class 6B, if you would. As the agenda says, this site is 1055 Sesame Street, currently occupied by an older industrial building, classic sheet metal, if you're familiar with that business. And then the vacant property on Podland, which we all recall has been home of truck parking, rogue truck parking, and things over the years. We've been battling that. This proposal takes both of those properties, demolishes the older industrial building, and proposes 116,000 plus square foot state-of-the-art industrial facility for the site. It did go to the CDC for a site plan review and what I'll characterize as a standard variation request on the dock width, reducing it from 14 to 12, which is in our draft ordinance to go to 12. We just haven't adopted it yet. The CDC did recommend approval on the 6 unanimously. The staff was supportive of that zoning. Relative to the Cook County tax incentive, the so-called 6B, we all know that straddling the county line as we do, the tax structure in Cook County is not advantageous for industrial development. So the 6B is a incentive that's good for 13 years that tries to level the playing field between the east side of County Line Road and the west side in DuPage. What it does, it takes the 25% assessment level down to 10% for 10 years, then gradually goes up to 15 on year 11, 20 on year 12, and then is back at a full complement, if you will, at 25 in the 13th year. We do have a but-for clause in our application that says, without this building won't happen. Just as an aside, not having a whole lot of property in Cook, we've checked with our neighboring towns, Elk Grove specifically. Nothing is getting built up there without one of these incentives. And so the staff is supportive. I know obviously Joe Montana and Evan have worked long and hard on the agreements in the application here. The conditions of that, I won't go into that and bore the crowd with all those, but we're very happy. It's an $11 million investment that Dayton Street Partners will make in our town. We're very supportive of both of these items, the 6B and then, of course, the zoning as the follow-up. The folks from Dayton Street are here if you have any questions for them as well.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Do we have any questions? Can I have the roll call, please?
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
yes,
Trustee Jaworska?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
The motion carries and the resolution is approved. Item number 2 is an ordinance approving a variance, plat of consolidation and site plan for the applicant DSP Acquisitions located at 1055 through 65 Sesame Street and 491 Podland Drive. Is there a motion to approve this ordinance?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, is there any discussion, or do we gonna go, we're good with it?
Rise on the tails of that one.
Okay. Any questions up here? Can I have the roll call, please?
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Jaworska,
Yes.
Trustee Lomax,
Yes.
Trustee Panicola,
Yes.
Trustee Perez.
Yes.
That's 6.
We have the developer here, right? Do you guys want to say anything or make any comments?
The only comment I want to make is it's been a pleasure working with Scott and with Evan on this so far, and we're really looking forward to bringing this to fruition.
So are we.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we have a motion, we have a, do we do a motion? Yes, right? All right, the motion carries and the ordinance is approved. There are no other reports to speak of as of right now. Moving on to the presidential remarks. It's gonna be a little rough on me personally. Today we have a proclamation in honor of Aranza Piconio, former trustee. Just so people out there know, everybody up on this board knows each other because of Aranza Piconio. We would have never have met because of him. So I don't know if I should be mad at him or be happy at him in the same regards, but that's how we had this discussion. So at this time, I'd like to read a proclamation.
Mr. DeSimone, you want to read the proclamation?
Absolutely. Proclamation in honor of Aranza Piconio as a former village trustee. Whereas Aranza Piconio has served on several boards and committees for the community, and whereas Aranza Piconio was elected as a village trustee for the village of Bensenville on May 5th, 2009, and whereas Aranza Piconio served the residents of Bensenville as a village trustee until April 30th, 2013. And whereas Aranza Piconio was appointed as a Public Safety Committee Chairman from May 2009 through May of 2011, and whereas Aranza Piconio was appointed as the Community and Economic Development Committee Chairman from May 2011 through July of 2012. And whereas Aranza Piconio was appointed as the co-chairman of the Technology Committee from July 2012 through April 30th, 2013. And whereas Aranza Piconio was appointed by the village president to serve as board commissioner for the Bensenville Fire Protection District 2 in 2007 through 2009. And whereas Aranza Piconio has always had a special passion for charities and organizations. And whereas Aranza Piconio volunteered his valuable time throughout the years to the Bensenville Wooddale Kiwanis Club, Friends of Handicapped Children, NEDRA Special Olympics, the Boy Scouts of America Bensenville Wooddale, the Muscular Dystrophy Association, and the Bensenville Food Pantry. Now therefore, the Village of Bensenville wishes to honor Aranza Piconio for his dedicated service to the Village of Bensenville as a former village trustee, and proclaim Glendale Street in Bensenville as honorary Aranza Piconio Way. The entire village board asks all Bensenville citizens to join us in honoring Aranza Piconio. Proclaim this date, February 13, 2018. Is there a motion to support this proclamation?
Have a motion?
We have a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
There being a motion and a second, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Jaworska?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
I vote yes, too. So at this time, I'd like to present the family with our sign. May I have the village manager's report, please?
It's tough to follow up a legacy like that. Alonzo's meant a lot to all of us, so thank you so much for his presence and the time we got to spend with him. Moving to some more mundane things, I have circulated a copy of the resolution granting the authority for the village manager to accept electricity contracts. This is, again, one of those 24-hour windows where we can lower the price of energy. It should save us about $3,000 annually. Mr. Mayor, if you want to read the ordinance or the resolution.
Resolution granting authority to the village manager to accept electricity pricing on certain village accounts. Is there a motion to approve that resolution?
You have a motion.
Do I have a second on the motion?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Jaworska?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Penicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
The motion carries and the resolution is approved.
I have a couple more items, announcements. I do just want to start off by thanking Public Works. I know Pete, thanks. I appreciate you representing the business community on that. Those guys out there put out some incredible hours in the snow event. It was a long snow event. Joe will tell you these guys can handle a lot of snow. That's not a problem. It's the duration of snow that really wears them down. So they had their head in the game the whole time. A few stats from that. Between the snow event, we received 18.3 inches of snow. Our plows during the snow event drove 5,967 miles through town. We deployed 508 tons of salt on the road. We deployed 8,046 gallons of brine, and we have put in over 1,000 man hours. So this was a huge event for us. It's been a huge February for us. We're about halfway through, so I just want to give a hand to all the work that those guys have done.
Absolutely.
And I would be remiss as the village manager if I didn't say the most important statistic. We had 0 accidents while we were out there, which is awesome.
All right.
And then one final thing, I've been harping on this for a while, but the honor flight at the Edge is coming up. It's March 3rd from 7 to 10. You guys can go on our website. It's a great event. It's probably our biggest event of the year at the Edge, and it's goes to a great cause. 92 cents of every dollar goes to Honor Flight Chicago, which flies Chicago veterans out to D.C. for the day to visit World War II and Vietnam memorials. And Korean memorials. So it's very important that we support it as a community. They do a lot of legwork. We do a lot of legwork, and then for the community to show up is huge too. So you can go on our website and find out information on tickets. And that concludes village manager's report.
Do we have a village attorney's report?
I do not.
Is there any unfinished business to come before the board tonight? Is there any new business to come before the board tonight? Is there a need for executive session?
There is not, Mr. President.
Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.